Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Kode Donal here, and today we got the full recap of Flash Wars. Don't mind this towel on my head. I'm getting a retwist right now, but I gotta get this video out. This video ain't too long, so I'm thinking we get some Boom Chicka Pop popcorn, green apple Gatorade, and let's not be a big bag today, let's get some green grapes. But with that being said, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Y'all been asking for it for a minute now, so we're finally covering Flash War. And we not finna waste no time, let's get right into it. This story starts off in a destroyed Flash museum in the 25th century. And this random group is in here scanning everything because they were ordered to capture Barry Allen. And they're finna travel back to the 21st century. Some dude in a mask put them up to this job, we don't know who it is. We then jump back to present day and some villain named the Top is attacking Central City. And bro got the same ult as Storm. Spin, Central City, spin! Wallace and Wally are saving as many people as they can. And Barry pulls up ready to put an end to the Top's tomfoolery. But they're not doing no fair squabble, they team up on bro. Both Wallies make an opening for Barry and Barry uppercuts him, knocking his ass out. After that W, the boys dip up out of there to go get some grub. And they hit up a fire taco spot. These are good as shit. And this place is cheap too, so it don't break the bank. Bro, try that hot sauce, that shit. How'd you find this place? It's the best taco I ever had. Aunt Iris always used to take me here when I'd visit. The good old days. It was a tradition between us. Quick backstory, Wally West was trapped in the Speed Force and was forgotten by everybody. But after DC Rebirth, he was able to come out the Speed Force, but everything was different. He no longer had 2 kids. His wife doesn't know who he is, and even Iris has no clue who he is. But Barry is one of the few people that remembers him. Now he's trying to get Wally to talk to Iris and tell her who he is. But Wally's not ready yet. And back at that fight with the Top, Barry's the one who tipped off Iris so she could interact with Wally. And as you can see, she don't know who this new red-haired Flash is. And he wasn't ready to talk, so he dipped off. And Wally realizes that Barry organized that whole interaction. How could you do that without talking to me? You need her, Wally. Yeah, Aunt Iris needs you. She's been through a lot. I mean, she just killed Thawne. What? Iris did what? Wait, you didn't? I thought you... Barry, man. Right. Barry, tell me what's going on. Wally, a few months ago, Eobard Thawne kidnapped Iris to the 25th century. He tormented her, used her to get to me. Thawne and I fought, and I managed to remove his connection to the negative Speed Force, turning him human. But when he threatened us again, Iris killed him with the black hole Blockiana, disintegrating his body to ash. And you didn't think to tell me? Hey, chill out, Wally, we in a public space. Watch myself like I trusted you to watch Iris? And Wally runs off. Barry chases after him. Wally, stop! Don't make me chase you. If I really wanted to run away, you wouldn't be able to stop me, Barry. So whatever you have to say it. I know things didn't work out with Linda. What? You want to bring Linda into? You never needed to be tiptoed around the past, Wally. But it's like you hit one roadblock, then gave up. You've done nothing in the last year to rebuild your life. Nothing. You've been the Flash non-stop. I already got this speech from everyone. Superman, the Titans, but this isn't about just me. This is about what it's always about. You want me to talk to Iris so you don't have to lie to her anymore. You let Iris be in danger because you couldn't handle Thawne. Wally, you weren't even there. Oh, cause you're always there when people need you. What's that supposed to mean? Wallace comes in like, hey, y'all chill. Wally, my bad, I should have told you about Thawne, but that doesn't change the fact that you need to move on with your life. It's okay, Barry. Like you said, it's my life, my responsibility to move forward. And here's my first step. And he dips away. We see that he went to the Titan's tower. And he just thinks to himself that Barry doesn't get it. After Flashpoint, Wally basically lost the life he knew. And it's not easy for him to just recover. He thinks about his Aunt Iris and his wife Linda and how much he misses them. He misses everyone that was in his life. But at that moment, he thinks of somebody that might remember him. His childhood friend, Frances Kane, also known as the hero, Magenta. She was part of the Titans for a little bit, and they were even in a relationship. So Wally catches her walking out of Keystone City College. Hey, Frankie. Nobody has called me that shit since I was a kid. Well, we were friends once upon a time. My name is Wally West. Who? Yeah, I ain't never seen you in my life. I'm gonna get up out of here. Goodbye, Frankie. But then she's like, I taught you how to make snow angels. Hell yeah, Wally. Yeah, and he hugs her. You have no idea how happy I am to see you. I was afraid you weren't gonna remember me. We were a couple. I was a Titan, and I became a rogue.
I remember.
All the memories flood back in, and her alter ego kicks in.
I remember everything!
She crashes out and just starts attacking him. What are you doing, Frankie?
Not Frankie. Magenta. That's my name, right? That's what you made me into. This monster!
You're not a monster. You're a hero. A hero wouldn't hurt anyone. And while she's angry as hell, Wally's just trying to calm her down. She eventually straps bro to a chair, and he tries to explain things to her. As they talk to each other, Wally thinks to himself that maybe the people that forgot about him are better off without him. Maybe Linda and Iris's life will be happier without me in it. Bro's beating himself down. He believes that outside of the Flash, he doesn't have a life anymore, causing him to feel so disconnected from the people around him. He then breaks free of the chair and tries to convince Magenta that she's still Frances Kane, the girl who gave him his first mix CD. But he thinks of a better idea, so he picks her up and takes her to a snowy place, the place where they grew up. After doing that, she comes to her senses and reverts to her normal self, and they hug each other. The two of them go to get coffee and they start to reconnect. And after that experience, Wally starts to accept his new life. Yeah, his life isn't the same anymore, but it's okay. He still has to move forward. So he gets a new crib thanks to Dick Grayson. He comes to grips with everything, realizing Barry was right. He has to start rebuilding the other part of his life. No matter what happens, no matter the changes in any timeline, I will always be the Flash. And it's time I finally got the answers I've been missing. Wally is truly back now. We then jump back to the 25th century, where we see that this guy behind the mask is tasking this group called the Renegades to go back to the 21st century and capture Barry Allen. And that's exactly what we see them do. And at the very end of this chapter, this man is revealed to be Zoom. Hunter Zolomon plans on making the Flashes go to war. It starts off with an argument between Barry and Wally. You can't do this, Wally. You don't know what could happen after everything Eobard took from me. My mother. I've been on this road before, thinking I could get back what was taken from me. I know what you're going through. If that were true, you would be going with me. You know we need to save them. But if you don't run with me now, I'll make sure you never run again. Wally is talking crazy. But to understand how they got to this, the story takes us back 47 minutes and 18 seconds earlier. And we see Iris in the garage fixing up a bike with Wallace. And as soon as they fix it, two flashes of lightning appear. It's Barry and Wally who just got finished stopping a tidal wave. I lost you for a second on the way here, Wally. That's because you always take the scenic route, while I always take the fastest. Shit, I ain't know we was racing. They have a little friendly shit talk back and forth until Wally screams out as another memory comes back. He's tweaking out on the floor and Barry's like, we gotta take him to Star Labs. But Wally's like, no! Something's coming. And that's when we see that the Renegades have finally arrived from the 25th century. Iris West, by the order of the temporal courts, you are under arrest for the murder of Eobard Thawne. Don't get in our way, Flash. Nah, this has to be some type of misunderstanding. Barry Allen, we know who you are. And quite frankly, we don't give a damn. We were ordered by the temporal courts to bring Iris to the 25th century. After hearing that, they all suit up. You heard him, Barry. He knows us. But we know a rogue when we see one. You said you were called the Renegades. Why should we trust you? I was worried you wouldn't remember our previous encounter, and it seems I was right. Wally isn't fucking with these guys at all, and he's on full defensive mode, while Barry tries to talk it out. Wally's like, hell nah, and he grabs Iris and dips. Wally, what are you doing? The Renegades chase after him immediately, so Barry and Wallace follow. Wallace Rudolph West, put me down, now! I just got you back. I'm not gonna let them take you. I can take care of myself, Wally, and we don't ever run from a fight. Remember? But right as she says that, Wally gets hit with a lightning attack, and Iris starts running on foot. Heatstroke is on her ass, ready to catch her, but Kid Flash runs up, punching him in the face. While Barry tries to tell Code they don't need to fight, we can talk this out. Too late, Flash. I was wrong.
Golden Guardian, you're up. In the blackest day and the brightest night, beware your fears made into light. Let those who try to stop what's right burn like my power, Sinestro's might. Shawty has a yellow ring and she summons a whole bunch of evil flashes. And they start attacking all 3 flashes. But as they squabble, she summons more and more. Them boys are getting jumped. While the flashes are distracted, Commander Code pulls out that freeze Glockiana ready to blast them in the face. But luckily Iris comes in running him over with the bike. No one takes aim at my family, especially someone named Code. Now you and I are gonna have a little chit chat, Commander. Ah! At the same time, Wally tweaks out again as another memory comes back. Damn it, Wally! While he's in that weakened state, the renegades try to jump him, but Commander Code tells them to stand down. And he explains that what Wally is going through right now is called a temporal seizure. It's from time travel or changes in time. His memories have been splintered and are causing damage to his nerve system. The readings I saw in the Flash Museum, the unusual changes in time, it's all connected. But you can help him, right? Yeah, we can help him. But our orders are to bring you in. If you come with us and answer questions about why you killed Eobar Thon, your nephew will be cared for. Even before I had the blood of Thon on my hands, my family let the fear of that man haunt us. No more. I'm not afraid of him. Let's go. Barry's like, wait, let me come as a witness. I'll explain her innocence to the temporal courts, and they'll agree it was self-defense. I don't really give a damn who comes, as long as Iris West is with them. After hearing that, Wallace is like, yeah, I'm coming too. You guys did so much for me. I'd run to the ends of the earth for either one of you. Wally doesn't trust these guys at all, and he doesn't want anyone to go. Barry tells him this shit has to end. We can't do no more running. So if you don't want to go, I understand why. Hell nah, I'll follow you. Thank you for trusting me, Wally. Hey, it's been too long since we all been on a road trip anyways. Great happy family, hooray. Next stop, the temporal courts. And they teleport to the 25th century. Whoa, check this place out. But they look around and see that something is wrong. Where the hell is Wally? Commander Code looks down on his wrist like he should be here with us. There's a corrupted file within my time portal. It targeted Wally West's Speed Force signature. Are you saying this was a trap? Where is he, Cole? Flash, I don't know. And we see that Wally West is in the destroyed Flash Museum. Iris! Barry! What is this? But there's a strange voice in the background.
This is your life. Your real life. This is everything that was taken from you. Everyone you knew. Everyone you loved. Forgotten, but not lost. And Mary did nothing to help you find them. They're all trapped in the Speed Force, just like you were, Wally. You can still be the hero they need, but the only way to save your family is to destroy the Speed Force.
Who are you?
We were friends once. My name is Hunter Solomon, but you can call me Zoom. And together, we're gonna save your children.
And he stands in front of the cases of Wally's children's costumes. He reminisces about being a father.
You felt something missing, didn't you, Wally? You were trapped in the Speed Force and Barry pulled you out, saved you. But you knew in your heart, a whole part of you was gone. Not just your memories, but family, friends, your children. You even forgot me, but I can never forget you. I always wanted to show you how to be a better Flash, for you to recognize that you have the potential to be the greatest hero that ever lived. If you let me help you, I can get you back on the right path.
But Wally tells him he's not a follower and goes to punch him. Boom! But as soon as he connects, a whole bunch of memories flood back in. Wally remembers everything about Zoom now. Hunter, Zoom, you tried to kill Linda just to teach me a lesson about tragedy. You took our children from us. We got them back, but what did you do, Hunter? Did you do something to them again? If you don't tell me where Iray and Jai are, I'm gonna drag you across all of time and space.
Wally, chill. Listen to me.
Zoom pulls down his mask and says he's not here to fight. Living in the future has given me time to realize how wrong I was in the past. It's given me some perspective. Perspective? You tormented my family! And Wally attacks him again, but he realizes that Zoom doesn't have powers. That's what I've been trying to tell you. I changed. After the cosmic treadmill exploded at the Flash Museum, all my thoughts been jumbled. It corrupted my mind. Now that I had time to slow down, I understand why you hated me so much. But I'm still your friend, and I know that together we can correct all our mistakes. Nah, bro, you capping. You can continue to hate me and lock me up, or we can be heroes together and return everything that was lost. Meanwhile, back in the temporal courts, they're still searching for Wally. Commander Kode knows somebody grabbed him on purpose, and at the same time, they find out that the judge is missing, and on his desk, they found evidence. Video of Iris defending herself from Thon. She was telling the truth the whole time. It really was self-defense. They connected dots and realized the judge knew the truth and thinks maybe this whole thing was about bringing Wally to the future. So Commander Kode gets ready to find the judge, and he tells his gang to lock up Barry and his friends while he sorts things out. But nobody's locking Barry up because he hits everybody with the two-piece, smacking Gold's frees Glockiana out of his hand and grabs him by his collar. If you have any idea where Wally is, we're coming with you. We catch back up with Wally, and Zoom is explaining Flashpoint to him, letting him know that Barry might have corrected what he did, but everything wasn't put back correctly. People are still trapped inside the Speed Force. Wally's like, nah, you just trying to trick me. You just want me to sever me and Barry's connection to the Speed Force. But Zoom gets in his manipulation/instigating bag. Are your powers more important than your children, Wally? The temporal energies trapped in your body will allow you to enter the Speed Force at the right speed and break it just enough to save Ire and Jai. The Speed Force is a prison now. Be the hero we know you are. But then somebody shouts out, don't listen to him, Wally. We never needed a reverse Flash to tell us how to be heroes. Barry has arrived with Commander Kode. Kode tells Zoom that he's under arrest and shoots a shot at him, but Wally deflects it, saving Zoom. Iris and Wallace pull up too to see all this going down. How could you defend somebody in that costume? He knows parts of my life that were taken, like my children, Linda and I. We had twins, Barry. What? Oh my God. Iris looks around and she remembers them too. She used to babysit them kids. Kode cuts everybody off, pointing that gun at Zoom's head. He tells everybody they're coming back to the temporal courts with him. They're gonna sort all this out right now. Wally, you see? This is too big for them to understand. You must break the Speed Force. Barry, if I run fast enough, I can enter the Speed Force and save them. I know you're not considering this. You were trapped in the Speed Force for so long. I won't let you risk your life like that, Wally. Not again. I wasn't asking for your permission. And Wally pushes Barry and dips out of there, running into the time stream. Barry tells Kode to take care of Iris and Wallace, and he goes after Wally. Kode helps him out by teleporting him to Wally's location. After all these years, Barry and Wally are finally on the path to the true Flash. You're not going anywhere. You are here because of me, Kode. I created the Renegades. Well, then maybe it's time I go rogue. I hate rogues, and Zoom smashes the floor with a gold hammer, making him disappear. But at the same time, mad alarms start going off. Kode lets them know that it's a temporal event. Whatever Zoom just did, he changed the timeline in a major way. They all look outside and the sky is changing. Time is erasing around them. Everything fades to white. Kode grabs them and tells them it's too late. It's okay. It's okay. And they fade to white. Meanwhile, we see Wally West running into Central City, reminiscing about his wife and his two children, until Barry shows up and trucks the shit out of him, making them both fall. Barry, I thought you of all people would understand. Hunter is lying to you, Wally. But what if he isn't? And Wally starts running again, but Barry stops him. Then we find another way. Why are you fighting me on this? You can't do this, Wally. You don't know what could happen. I've been down this path before. I know what you're feeling. If that were true, then you'd be helping me. If you don't run with me now, I'll make sure you never run again. Wally, you don't mean that. Eobard Thawne murdered my mother. He took my life from me. Every day since has been about making sure that no one else has to go through what I went through. But I failed you. It breaks my heart to admit that I didn't protect you or your family, our family. But I refuse to let you make the same mistake that I made. What if destroying the Speed Force has bigger consequences than just us losing our powers, Wally? I don't give a damn about the consequences. If you run, I will catch you. You remember what happened the first time we actually raced Barry? They both pause and have a stare down while they both generate power. And Wally takes off and Barry follows. Wally, stop!
The chapter kicks off with them running past everywhere. I'm talking Themyscira, the Hall of Justice, the Fortress of Solitude, Arkham Asylum, everywhere. While Amanda Waller watches in shock, because the Flashes are tearing through everything. You have to stop running, Wally. I won't let you risk everything like I did. How are you gonna stop me? Waller tells Steve Trevor to call up his friends to clean up this mess, or she's finna call Task Force X. Either way, they gotta stop the Flashes. Wally tells Barry that Zoom is right. My kids are trapped in the Speed Force just like I was, and I refuse to let them stay in there any longer. They tussle back and forth as they argue. Mad different heroes like Hawkman, Zatanna, Swamp Thing try to stop them, but nothing they do is working. Them boys are running through everything. Even the Highfather's like, what the hell is going on? Waller looks at the ground and sees that it's cracking. Are they coming back around again? No, you said to call my friends. And we see his friends pull up, aka the Justice League. What's going on, Steve? You said the Flashes are in danger? Waller like, nah, the Flashes are the danger. It appears that the two of them are racing, and that might bring about the end of the world. Cyborg confirms that she's not capping. The energy they're generating is playing havoc with the fabric of the multiverse. They look at the footage and realize the two of them are arguing. Superman hears all this and lines up on the ground. If there's even a slight chance they could hurt themselves or anyone else, I'll catch up and talk some sense into them. So he takes off, running right behind the Flashes. Barry, Wally, you have to stop running. But y'all see that gap? They're running way too fast while arguing. They can't even hear, bro. He's too far back. Superman returns back to the gang huffing and puffing. I couldn't catch up to them. They're going way too fast. Hal Jordan calls in. If they won't listen to Big Blue, then I guess I'll have to get their attention. And he makes a big wall construct. Roy calls in like, at that speed, won't the impact kill them? Being friends with Barry means being subjected to his flash facts for years, Roy. I'm using all my willpower to vibrate the construct at a frequency that if they run through it, will only slow them down. We see the two Flashes approach the wall. Boom! And they burst right through it, destroying it. Hal Jordan flies back. Ah! But Barry catches him and lays him on the ground. I know you're trying to help Hal, but it's too dangerous for any of you to be here. Then he gets right back to running. Hal Jordan's like, damn, that nearly broke my ring. The Speed Force energy they're giving off demolished my construct. This is bad, real bad. Wally, what the hell is wrong with you? Hal is our friend, and you just put him in danger. Barry grabs him by the arm and throws him at the building. You didn't even slow down. But Wally recovers and starts running on the wall. Because I knew you were there to save him. You're always there to save everyone. Which is why I don't understand why you won't help me save my family now. What if you're wrong? You trusted me once. To know your identity before anyone else. To carry on your legacy. When did you stop trusting me? I never did. Okay, what do you want me to do? We race into the Speed Force together and smash through the other side. We both been lost in the Speed Force before, Wally. That's because we were alone. But now, we'll stay grounded because the truth is, Barry, we're each other's lightning rod. Then Wally starts to break through the Speed Force barrier. But Barry tells Wally he can't keep up. Ah! Wait, something's wrong. Don't you feel that? The pain? Wally, this isn't. But Wally keeps running. I have to believe, Barry. I have to save my children. I have to crack. Boom! They both fly back. They tumble on the ground, landing next to each other. Wally, you good? No, something pulled us back to Central City. Wally still feels connected to the Speed Force, but something is wrong. There's another boom in the background. The Justice League surrounds them like, what the hell did y'all do? What are you talking about, Wonder Woman? Bro, look at the sky. They look up and see that shit's not looking right. I think we might have broke the Speed Force. But where are they? Irie and Jai. Hunter said, but before he can finish what he's trying to say, they hear a whole lot of cracks. Then all the heroes around them start falling. Out of nowhere, a voice says,
You did not free them, Wally. You didn't break the Speed Force. You broke the Force barrier and unleashed something that was trapped away long ago.
And it's revealed to be Zoom holding the unconscious body of Batman.
You always wanted to be like Barry, Wally, and now you are. A selfish man who hurt the world.
Where are they, Hunter? Where are my kids? Did you? They were never trapped in the Speed Force, were they?
I needed both of you to break the Force barrier so I could gain access to what lays beyond.
You lie!
and Barry tries to attack him, but Zoom uses Batman as a body shield, letting bro take all that damage and he flies back.
I did what a hero does. I took a risk. See, I do know where your family really is, but I saw the dangers that are coming to our worlds, and that we need a true hero. And like a fool, I hoped it would be you, Wally. Just as Eobard wanted that from you, Barry. He kept your original Flash ring, Barry. Did you know that? He hoped you would one day live up to the legend it deserved. But you both would disappoint us over and over again. Now, I know the real power of the Flash legacy is that it inspires others to be heroes. So if you need a hero, you should just become one yourself.
Zoom then opens up the ring.
No one understands tragedy the way I do. My name is Hunter Zolomon. I'm the Flash, the fastest man alive, and so much more. You both think you know everything about the Speed Force, but it's just one of the forces in the multiverse. And now they are free.
Barry and Wally run at Zoom, but he puts out his hand and makes them both stop.
History books call these forces the Sage Force and the Strength Force,
And he hits them both.
I saw how they would eventually make your lives a living hell. So I'm gonna save you from that future and use these powers to kill both of you and finally bring back the life that was taken from me.
And we see him use the new abilities that he just gained.
You lost, Flashes. I wanted you guys to be the heroes, but y'all couldn't get that shit done, so I'ma do this shit myself.
Wally saves Barry, then goes to attack Zoom.
Where are my kids? Where did you hide them?
But he ends up getting his ass choked instead.
Me? No, that's on you. You never understood, Wally. But Barry gets it. Barry, you know how to make tragedy a hero. You lived the same life as me. Mothers taken away at a young age, a madman changed our lives forever. But destiny turned us into heroes. These events turned me into Zoom, but that was the path I needed to run to join you as the new Flash.
Wally and Barry tell him, hell nah, you will never be the Flash.
Shit, you might be right, but the Strength Force makes me stronger. The Sage Force makes me smarter, so I'll be something better. You were always blind to the power of the Speed Force. See your homies over there? You should be their master. You think they're your equal. You never even thought about the other forces out there.
Then Zoom tells them
Now that he broke the Flash family, it's time to fix the past, the present, and the future.
Then he takes off running. The Flashes lock in and start chasing him. Meanwhile, we see Iris, Wallace, and Kode in nothingness, aka a place called the Knowing. Kode says if they want to get up out of here, Kid Flash has to run them back into the time stream. So Kid Flash locks in and gets to running. Back with Zoom, we see him enter the time stream with the Flashes on his ass. And Zoom just starts trolling them.
Oh, it looks like I got some sidekicks. Would you like to make a new Flash family?
Not only is he talking shit, he's breaking their ankles. He thanks the Flashes for breaking the force barrier, cause now,
Crack boom!
he can now enter hyper time. In here, he can pick and choose any reality he wants. All he needs now is the last force, which is the Still Force, a dark alternate current to the Speed Force. The Justice League encountered it not too long ago, and that shit's not nothing to play with. They can't let him get that shit. But there's also another problem. Wally's been to hyper time before, and it doesn't look right. The reason why is because of the break in the source wall. So as a result, hyper time is dying. But Wally stops in his tracks when he sees the future of his children, Ira and Jai. They can't slow down right now or they'll lose Zoom. But my boy Wally is in a genjutsu right now. He misses his family. Barry tells him he needs to lock in right now. You right, twin. And they get back at it. But as soon as they catch up, there's a loud crack-boom! What the? Wait, where are we?
Don't you recognize the 25th century? You were just here, remember? Our little adventure erased it, leaving me room to create something better.
Barry and Wally are pissed. Where are Kid Flash and Iris?
It doesn't really matter. All is lost or found at my whim. You both could have had these powers if you wasn't so weak. But I guess that I'm the only one that's truly worthy of this power.
Then he starts choking Wally. But at that moment, Wally's eyes start glowing as another memory kicks in. We used to be friends! He finally remembers bro, and he releases temporal energy, knocking Zoom back. Zoom is like, what the hell did you just do? And gets back to running. You saw what you just did? When you had a temporal seizure, you hurt Hunter. That could be the key to taking them down. How? Think about it. Every time you remember something from your past, you have a burst of temporal energy that clashes with your Speed Force connections. Now, Hunter is connected to the Speed Force, and the temporal energy hurts him as well. I think if you expel the energy, maybe you can give off enough to stop Hunter in his tracks. You felt so guilty about forgetting your past, your family. You can let go of that guilt. We might be able to knock him out at hyper time. But if I release the temporal energy to stop Hunter, what if I forget my family again? Are you really asking me to let go of my memories? No, embrace them. The past and legacy are important, and you can learn from them to help us all move forward. You're connected to the people you love, whether here or not. It's your greatest gift, Wally. How are we gonna catch up to Hunter? I'm running as fast as I can. I'm barely keeping up with him. You asked me if I remembered the first time we raced, but I never answered you. Of course I remember, Wally. I know I've forgotten a lot of things, but how could I ever forget that? I was always so lost in the science of the Speed Force. I missed out on having fun and just cutting loose. But you always knew to enjoy the speed. And the day we raced, that was how you won. And now you need to remember you're Wally West, the fastest man alive. Wally locks in and catches up to Zoom. This race is over. You really think you can keep up with me? And Zoom tries to smack him in the mouth, but the smack goes right through Wally. And that's because he's vibrating so fast, he's intangible. It's something my daughter taught me. She took after my Uncle Barry. My son taught me that sometimes it's okay to be stubborn. And Wally flies ahead of Zoom. He thanks Zoom for helping him remember everyone in his life, the two people that made him. Channeling the memories of his family, Wally was reminded that he doesn't run through the Speed Force alone. My family runs with me. Then he releases all the temporal energy he built up, knocking Zoom back. No! And there's a loud ass crack in the background. All of a sudden, Barry is back in Central City. He looks around like, where the hell are Zoom and Wally? Until a bright light shines in front of him. It's Kid Flash, who made it back home with Kode and Iris. Barry is happy to see that they're safe. He tells Kid Flash he's proud of him, but Kid Flash is mad at Barry for leaving them behind when he went after Wally. They can't keep doing this to us. To me. Kode pulls out his scanner and he's like, Barry, what the hell did y'all do? There's no more temporal energy in the Speed Force, meaning all speedsters are done with time travel, which also means that Kode is now stuck in the past. That's tough. But on his scanner, he locates Wally, and we see bro in the snowy mountains of Oregon. Barry pulls up on him and helps him up. Where's Hunter? I don't know, but if you and I escaped hypertime, then so did Zoom. I saw the people we lost, Barry. You saw them. Our family. We have to find Zoom. And he starts running off. But Barry tells Wally to stop. No more running, Wally. We need to talk this shit out. Please. Barry, I've been angry with you for so long. And it's because you mean everything to me. It wasn't Linda or the kids who grounded me. It was you. You pulled me out from the Speed Force. I may be faster than you, but I'll never outrun you. Hunter was right. I wanted to be you so badly for so long that I made the same selfish mistakes as you. It was wrong of me to ask you to run with me after everything Eobard put you through. Hunter knows about our future, how to find our family. I'm going after him, even if it means going back in time. But Barry lets him know that time travel shit is over with. Wally looks up. Hunter, he won. Barry says we might have took that L, but let's go home and figure this out together. We have to stop running. After your mom died, you stood still for years. I might make my own mistakes now, but I refuse to make yours again. I'm not you, Barry. I'll never stop running. And he takes off, leaving Barry standing there. And he thinks about everything. He's no longer the fastest man alive. He gives the Justice League a rundown on the new forces and their possible connection to the Steel Force. Kid Flash has been spending more time with Robin, and he's worried that Damian might be a bad influence. Iris is searching for Wally. She hopes he'll reach out to the people he loves. Commander Kode is determined to investigate the new forces and find a way home. Barry says he needs to find Hunter and fix the damage that he's done, meaning he must be faster. The shattered force barrier has changed everything, and he has no idea what else was unleashed. But no matter how dark the road looks ahead, as As long as he learns from the loss, he'll always have hope. Meanwhile, somewhere else, we see a young speedster. Woohoo! Not sure if you heard of me, Wally, but who cares? 4 spare years down, and now the one and only Bart Allen is back. That boy Impulse has arrived. We get an epilogue in the 25th century at the Iron Heights Penitentiary. The renegades are rushing inside the building. The readings show that there were some massive changes to the time stream during the temporal event. Time travel is broken, and we're all that's left of the renegades. We'll deal with that shit later. Iron Heights is the greatest prison in the multiverse. Epilogue built it after he caught its only inmate. If he ever escaped, they get hit with an attack, fading all of them out of existence.
Finally, the Flashes will pay for what they done to me. Worlds will live, worlds will die, and the multiverse will never be the same.
The inmate that broke out has the name Crisis on his cell. And that, boys and girls, is the end of Flash Wars. Let me know your thoughts on this series in the comments. Also, let me know what other heroes you want to see in DC or Marvel. But on that note, I'm going to see y'all boys and girls next time.